Happy Sunday, everyone. Welcome to my video where I am participating in the Inktober 2025. This is a month-long challenge. I am participating in the one with the tangles where prompts were given. And I have here this kit that I purchased from Kelly Bluen at Minutes of Zen. So there is a calendar where I am adding each Zentangle. You can print your own calendar if you'd like to go ahead and do this. So I am making 3 tangles in each video. So one is on the calendar, one is on the Zentangle bijou tile, and then I'm adding it to a piece of cardstock that came with the kit so that at the end of the 31 days, there will be one big drawing. So for today, October 5th, the tangle prompt is StarRite. So I draw mine here originally in this journal each day, and then I bring it down to the calendar. So this is not the basic shape, so I'm going to go ahead and draw the basic shape, and then we'll add some variation, or tangulation, I think is what they call it. So let's go ahead and break it down. I think this is a really pretty tangle. So as far as for supplies, I just have here an ink pen. I have a 2B pencil, graphite, and I have a blending stump, and I have some pastel pencils and some Derwent color pencils. So we'll see what I use to color it in. I did use the Derwent to color this in. So this is really very basic. So I'll bring this here so you can take a look, but you're just going to go ahead and start with a circle, just like that, and then you're just going to make some curvy lines out, and this kind of reminds me of a starfish. Just like that, so any which way. And then what you're going to do is just you're not going to come all the way down here, but you're just going to bring these points together. So just come on down any which way. Some might be larger, some might be smaller. So this is StarRite. Now some variations, like in this one, I added some lines. You can color in, you can add another circle if you want to. You can do stripes. You can add little bumps, like little semicircles. So whatever you want to do, you go ahead and do. I think I'm going to go ahead and show you how I did this. So I love making little wavy lines. So on this side here, on one side, I would just come down. Let me see if I can bring it closer. So I just pick a side, and then I just bring those wavy lines down. And I'm turning my paper as I go. Like that. So that's how I made mine. And you can color this in. I didn't do that here, but let's go ahead and color it in here, just to do something different. Like that. Just going to take that paper off. And then what I did is I just took one of these Derwent pencils and colored it in. So let's go ahead and do that. Maybe let's choose the color. I think this is the color that I had used. Actually, this is pink. And so just on the side that didn't have the lines, I just colored it in. Okay, and then this is called StarRite. It's S-T-A-R, then it's another capital R-I-T-E. And this will be pretty having other ones next to it. So let's go ahead now to the bijou tile. StarRite, and this is day 5 of October 25. So we'll have that, and now we'll go ahead and draw it on here. Just wanted to bring the camera just up a little. And since I think I may add a few of them, I also want to maybe pencil in a border. Because I may ink that in. We'll take a look and see. So I may put my first center here. And then just the arms coming out. I'm rotating as I go. And then again, it's just coming halfway down and connecting them. And these can look like flowers, they can look like snowflake, they can look like, again, starfish. So there's one. And then maybe I will put another one here. We'll have that go just a little bit behind. Then just coming down to the midway point. That, and then maybe we'll put, probably put a large one here. That really goes off the tile. In fact, how about we make these actually come off the tile, or not off the tile, but off that little border. I think that'll be fun. So let's go ahead and extend this just a little bit. So I'll show you what that'll look like once we put that border in. So I'm going to make this just a little bit longer. Because I think once we ink in that border and that the StarRite looks like it's going beyond it, will look pretty. Okay, so there's that. And so let's go ahead now and just ink in the border. I'll leave it this at 3. So we're coming down. just like that. Isn't that pretty? And then let's say we want to do something different. Maybe we'll add just another circle in the middle. That gives it a different effect. We can do lines coming down like this for every other one. And that gives it a different look as well. And really the art of Zentangle is just repetitive lines. Look already how different that looks. We haven't even added any graphite and it already has some dimension on there. Looks like a pinwheel, doesn't it? So that is StarRite. And let's just go ahead and add some, maybe a few over here. Now there's 31 tangles and these are kind of big, so I think I'm just going to make a couple of StarRites on this particular page because I do want to leave some room for all the other ones. Okay, and again, just coming down halfway. And this one's tucked behind, so we will leave that like that. And I may just do one. I think one is fine rather than doing two. I am going to give it an aura. An aura is just an outline. So I'm just going to give it this little outline here, just to add something different to the drawing. And there probably would be just this little aura here. And since there's that, I'm going to go ahead and color that in. And for this one here, let's go ahead and add that half circle. And I think I'm going to darken that. So this again is just another variation. And I do like those lines, so let's go ahead and give it these lines coming down. And if I want to add another StarRite elsewhere in the drawing, I can always do that. There we go. And then how about we just add a little bit of graphite? Let's see. Maybe here in the center. And then I think here where the lines are. Go ahead and do that. Then I've got my blending stump. And that center, I would like to have it remain brighter. And then here where the outlines are, I think I'm going to go ahead and add just a little bit of the graphite as well. Okay, so that is StarRite. Again, I can add more, maybe going across if I want to, especially since this has this aura. I can always do that. And let's go ahead and erase the lines that were on here, this border. But I hope this gives you ideas that you can draw in a border and then go over it. So thanks so much for watching, everyone. Again, this is StarRite. I hope you join in the fun and have a wonderful Sunday. Take care. I will see you in the next one. Bye.